What can $1 get you in your country? An Arizona iced tea. That company is a legend for that. We'll just make less money, no big deal. Oh yeah, they interviewed the owners, all family, all happy with what they have and don't need to make more bank. Just make a quality product and pay their employees. Stellar perspective on life they got there. That's wonderful. Do they have any co-owners or investors? I'm just surprised because nowadays it seems like everything is governed by a board of directors that represent the interests of investors and will force companies to make increasingly more profits, even if it's untenable or detrimental to the long-term interests of the company or employees. Companies can no longer simply focus on providing the services their company specializes in, like hospitals, in the US, also can't just focus on providing health services, or utility companies can't just focus on keeping the lights. One very freaking thing nowadays has to keep making profit, and not just a steady amount, but increasingly more. Back when I was a kid learning about stocks, I used to think it was so cool that you could own a piece of a company. Pay a bit to support and own a piece of your favorite brands. Kind of like owning Packers stock, which my husband and I do. And if you sell it for a profit, sweet. From my perspective, the financial world's definitely gotten a bit less cool since realizing they're just financial instruments that need to keep making profit because otherwise you're letting your retirement education money devalue by sitting in things that can't keep up with inflation, but that stocks are also used by the rich to just get richer. They make the majority of their money from their other products. Arizona iced tea is still profitable though, even at 0.99. Yeah, the gallons, nachos, etc. are their profit puppies. The 99 cans and their backstory are marketing gold. Arizona makes nachos? I never knew that. Do not go out of your way to find them, you'll be very disappointed. I love their tea, but their nachos are no bueno. How do they make nachos? Like at a restaurant or something? Or is it those gas station nachos where you dump a bag of chips into a flimsy plastic container and then smother it with orange gravy? Orange gravy, what a perfect name for it, lol. A weird look at the cash register. The we don't take dollars here kind of look, I guess. What is this Monopoly money? We do cards here, kid. Slide of blue eyes over the counter. My grandpa's wallet has no pathetic cards cashier. But it does contain the unstoppable Costco Plus member card. A quick 30 seconds of being jostled around on the cheap Elmo ride at the mall. I was going to say approximately 100 minutes of gentle rocking on Sandy the penny horse in the front of most Meijer locations. Holy duck, hey there Michiana person. Had to blink a few times to make sure I was reading somebody talking about Sandy the horse. Spent my childhood on that thing. Hey, Sandy gets around, she's been rocking Ohioans for years too. She's made it as far south as Kentucky these days. 4 ramen packs. Good enough. Even the dollar store ain't $1 no more. Mugged by a crackhead. Lol. 2 tacos or a can of beer. That would be $20 here. Canada? My guess too. I love tacos, but getting good Mexican takeout is like fine dining prices. Coming from a Canadian, tacos are expensive here. You're better off going to a store to buy ingredients for homemade tacos than ordering tacos from Mexican restaurants. Ha! Tacos fall out of the sky where I'm free. Can't even walk down the street without being offered one. Edit, replace free with from. A thumbs up from a homeless person on the subway. Fills your good man hunger. 34 of a chocolate bar. An expensive life we living. Canada. Where the cheapest loaf of bread is $1.80. Dollar Tree is $1.25. Individually wrapped little candies from a gas station counter. Not a candy bar, it's not enough, but mints or a lollipop maybe. 4 Moomin lollipops. Rent on a shopping trolley. It is more like a deposit than like rent since you get your coin back when you put the shopping cart back. You only lose the coin when you don't bring back the cart. So in practice you can buy the cart for a single coin. In fact, if you put the coin into the first cart in the corral instead of the last, you can get an entire column of chained together shopping carts for a single coin. It is really quite cheap, all things considered. $1 in about $1.80. Street food in India starts at around $10. Water bottles and packaged snacks such as chips and cookies cost between $10 to $20. Local city buses cost about the same. Most vegetables, leafy, are under $20. A bag of rice and lentils could be around $50. We still have $1 in circulation, and you can get candies, chewing gums for that price. Jack and shit. And Jack just left town. I would say just about anything at the Dollar Tree, but they just raised all their prices to $1.25. And they shrunk sizes at the same time. And taxes. 4/4. A cup of coffee. 2 beers at the supermarket. Bread. Not a single item you list is under $3 where I live. Shout out to my boys at Arizona Sweet Tea, keeping that shit 99 cents since day one. They're like $7 in Australia and even say 99 cents, haha. Should get a refund for that false advertising. How much are $riddus in exchange for us dollars? 4 cheap croissants. No, I'm not French. A 500 milliliters bottle of soda, almost enough money for 2, a good quality chocolate, 8 gums, up to 4 ice creams if they're cheap but good quality, up to 8 if they're bad quality, and so on. Where do you live? I need to be near these kinds of snacks. Romania, and trust me, is not nearly as bad as you'd hear people say. Really underrated European country actually. Definitely going to be my next trip to Europe. Definitely wasn't on my radar before the 4 croissants for a $1. Well, that if you get really cheap ones, usually the type you find in stores, but still. Random list: baked goods at the day-old used bread store, bakery outlet. Canned vegetables, ramen, 1 roll of toilet paper, table salt, bar of Dove soap, toothbrush, 1 Lindor chocolate ball scratcher, lottery ticket, the smile of the person at the ice cream stand when I put it in the tip jar. Best thing. Used bread store, the what? You know. The store for bread that's been previously owned and lightly used and refurbished. Bread, previously loafed. For sale, used bread, never eaten. $1 gets me 10,34 NOK. For 10 NOK I get about 0.4 liters of diesel or 0.35 liters of petrol, frown, or half of a shitty beer at the supermarket. Edit, I only get 9.84 NOK for my $1. Luckily dollar drink days are on at McDonald's, so an iced coffee, if you ignore the tax. Otherwise, not much. I was going to guess Canada and then saw your username. Yep, the dollar store might actually have 1 or 2 things that are still at $1, but even they're up to $2, $5 for just about everything. Yeah, but you can get 88 cents chocolate bar there and sales tax will make it $1.05 in SK. I guess in Alberta you can get a chocolate bar with your dollar since there is no PST. 0.95. Half a kilo of potatoes. It's depressing, prices have doubled in the blink of an eye. Netherlands, by the way. 1.4 cans of Euroshopper energy drink, 1 for Kondelbridge. 1 chewing gum or beer, I guess. I'd where I could find a $1 beer in the US, unless it's shit that fell out of the box and is stagnant. Could get a 30-pack for $30 if that counts. Any size soda at McDonald's without the tax, of course. A baguette. Almost. So just a bag? In French, et means little. X, a girl une fille, a little girl une fillette, so no, a bag would be more than a baguette here. Damn, that is depressing, so just an ETTE. Or perhaps a baguette? Not a thing. Way better service in small transactions. I hate it when I'm handed a Benjamin for the littlest shit. Like seriously, Bill. It was $1.80. You do this every weekend. You're the first customer of the day and you hand me this. The largest denomination I have in the drawer is a 5 and there is only $100 in pure change in the drawer. I don't give a shit if it's legal tender, I will not accept it cause that leaves absolutely no change for me for the rest of the day. Duck you, Bill, and see you next Saturday.